This is Dr. Phil Chavez of the Men's Academy. Vatican City is 110 acres in size. It's the center of the Catholic Church, and St. Peter's Square is its welcome mat. That's defined by a monumental colonnade by John Lorenzo Bernini. Its open arms symbolically receive all who visit from around the world. Now, the papal residence from which the Pope appears every Sunday is clearly seen from anywhere in this square. Actually, it's in the top floor of the Apostolic Palace right behind me. The second window from the right is where he appears. Now, the most imposing building, of course, is St. Peter's Basilica, which was built in a span of 120 years, from 1506 to 1626. The largest church in Christendom, covering an area of almost 6 acres. Its central dome dominates the skyline of Rome, and it's the tallest in the world, rising to a height of over 448 feet from the base of the basilica. Now, this church was built on the site of an earlier church commissioned by Emperor Constantine and finished in 360 AD. This earlier great edifice was built intentionally over the tomb of St. Peter. Now, in the center of the square is a 25.5 meter tall obelisk right behind me, which dates from the 13th to even perhaps as far back as the 19th century BC. It was made in Egypt and brought to Rome in the 1st century to stand in Nero's circus, some 275 yards away. Now, when pilgrims meet in St. Peter's Square, they usually arrange to meet under the obelisk. This great Egyptian monument is a great monolithic edifice, actually a sundial of red granite. If the obelisk could speak, it would tell us of 3,000 to 4,000 years of history, which start with the pharaoh Nenkoreo, maybe even Anahamet II, around the years as far back as 1985 BC. It was erected in Heliopolis, Egypt, in honor of the sun god as a thanksgiving for actually the pharaoh recovering his sight. In 40 AD, the Emperor Caligula ordered the transfer of the obelisk to Rome. That must have been an amazing feat. According to St. Jerome, Peter was crucified head downwards in Nero's circus, again adjacent to the square. So this obelisk was seen by him at his death. Again, if this obelisk could speak, it would testify to many other Christian martyrs executed near this square. The first great persecution of the Christians by the Roman Empire started right here. In 1586, Pope Sixtus V commissioned the repositioning of the obelisk in the central location right here in St. Peter's Square. Again, the original location about 275 yards away. The Pope authorized a large fragment of Jesus' Holy Cross be placed on its summit. The cross really stands tall in the life and center of the church, literally. The Latin inscription at the base of the obelisk reads, Ecce crux Domini fugite partis adversae, vicit leo de tribu Iuda. Behold the cross, the Lord, flee bands of enemies. Lion of the tribe of Judah has conquered. God be with you.